Hey everyone, good afternoon. It's 12:18 and the sun is shining, but it's still a first alert weather day. Of course, not for the weather right now. It's a beautiful start to the afternoon. Get out there, enjoy it. Grab some lunch. We are seeing these temperatures, at least in a little bit more of a realm of, I wouldn't say comfort, but at least it's better than some lower 90s as we get lower 80s for Lexington, Columbia, a lot of spots in between, continuing to see more of these situations all around the region. Out to Newberry, up to Camden, down to Orangeburg, over to Manning, Sumter. Very similar for all of you out there in this realm of just mid-80s that will try to bubble up into the lower 90s. Obviously, it won't be too tough with all the sunshine out there, and of course, a breeze that will still be pumped up a little bit more of a southerly direction until we hit a cold front later today. So we get to the tidbits, and that's where the storm potential is going to be. The severe weather ingredients are out there today, but we're just waiting on a cold front that will be eventually swinging through the region late tonight. But before the front completely gets through, that's when we could see some storms bubble up. We talked about it this morning. Now, of course, we're getting closer to that point, but we're still far enough away, at least just in terms of this day in general, because it's more of a late day event. So here we go. We get past that, and then eventually we dry out to the middle of this week and heat up again. The, of course, threat of summertime heating, temperatures consistently in the 90s will be coming back after we get past this. But a recap again, the main time frame, 4 p.m. until overnight at 2 a.m. Reasonable time frame where we're going to see these storms flare up. The cold front comes through. We get gusty winds, and also I just want to make a shout out to the second one on the board here. Obviously, you get lightning, but there is a better hail threat, at least in the words of a couple stronger storms to bubble up. If they do, you can get some big hail with this, just in terms of the daytime heating of the surface. Good updraft potential today. So you get higher cloud tops, you can see bigger hail. Again, 1 to 2 inch hail. So we've got to watch out for that later. Now, as we, of course, make that push on, the Futurecast isn't picking up on too much, and that's my point. These things are going to be isolated later into the day. They'll start to fill in as we get towards the late afternoon, early evening, but you know, this might not even be the best representation, where such as this storm here near Saluda going towards Newberry could be closer to the Columbia area. So we basically see things set up really, of course, holding steady and then getting at it later into the day, where it's going to be around and hangs around until really midnight, even 1, 2 a.m. until it finally pushes off of our eastern viewing area. All right, then we get past that. I need you to be weather aware today. Here's Tuesday. Weather, we're in a different sense. This is all about the heating now. The sunshine is out there. Beautiful blue skies. Yes, we're going to see that. But we continue to, of course, get highs in the 90s, feel like temps in the mid-90s. I will say at least Tuesday won't be too bad. It's going to be the lowest humidity day of the week, so feel a little better tomorrow. But even though there's all the sun out there, you need to be continuing to just keep up the sun and heat safety continuously throughout this week, because we're not going to get a break. We go right into Wednesday here. It's another gorgeous day, but the feel like temps will be back to a realm around 95, while tomorrow will be in the low 90s. So obviously not the biggest difference, but you'll be feeling it out there. Need to be doing your best to keep it cool, staying safe. And of course, just in time for tropical feeling weather, today, National Coconut Day. Appropriate. We see these temperatures getting into the low 90s today, more of the isolated storm threats late into this Monday. As you've seen outside, beautiful, beautiful day right now. But of course, we could see those spotty storm threats still try to linger overnight. That is when the first alert weather day status will be ending, you know, around 1, 2 a.m. And then we just see all that sunshine and heat coming for the middle of the week. Gotta do your best to keep it cool. And then with weekend plans coming back, that's when we likely will see a bit more humidity. The heat doesn't go anywhere, but some storm chances try to return.